Okay, I think we're doing this, guys. Welcome everybody to Tasty Playing TV. This is your friendly neighborhood Jahar, and we're back with more coverage of Judas July, hosted, sponsored, organized, everythinged by the Multiplayer Doom Federation. I'm just here to drag you kicking and screaming along with me. It's gonna be good stuff. So far we've got a few players in the server practicing already, which is awesome. Oh, thanks for the sub up there. Thank you so much, Coach. Appreciate it. And thanks for the host there, Solar. We're going to be looking for our first players, our first matchup here today in just a little bit. It's going to be Nexus 6 versus blah, 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 Solar, actually. So thanks again for the host. Why'd you stop playing? You're not supposed to stop playing. Just keep going. Just keep it going. We're good. And I see Nexus 6 already practicing in the server. There was some discussion earlier from Flambeau about getting another server set up just for practice because, yeah, last week there were a lot of players who didn't practice, and they paid the ultimate price for it, getting knocked out of the bracket. It's 4 lower bracket matches here today, so, yeah, just as many players going to be waving goodbye. In the upper bracket, of course, we're going to be having our final as well, so it's going to be good stuff there. So, Nexus 6, I'm going to be looking for what he's talking about. BFG had noted that he left his headphones at home, but it's going to be a little while before his match because he's waiting. Yeah, he's waiting for the winner of Ghostface and Hugo. So first up, Nexus 6 and Solar. Nexus 6 has been in like spec for a while. I'm not sure if he's gotten any like practice in. Let's see, has there been any chat lately? I don't see any. All right. But yeah, we got, who is it? Denzoa, and, okay, Ghostface is getting some practice in, which is good. And like Hate Daddy mentioned last week, we do have a ton of Brazilian players in the league here, which is awesome. A lot of South American activity coming from Doom 2. A lot of activity in general, just because, well, I mean, he was talking about, you know, what's going on in 2020, of course, which is a big deal, but these things kind of have a way of feeding into each other where, like, a few of the people who are like, sure, I'll play some Doom 2, I got nothing better to do, very quickly turn that into, this is a lot of fun, this is worthwhile, it's satisfying, it's easy because it's Doom 2, and I'm going to keep putting more of my time into it, so hopefully it's, like, kind of a kickstart. Again, like, we've been through these cycles before, there's periods of ups, there's periods of downs, and we're really happy to see just like the amount of content coming from like the Doom 2 community, coming from Quake World, Diabotical's like kind of kicking off. So it's a good time to be playing FPSs at home, pretty much. And I'm glad you're all home here or wherever you're catching the stream here today. Going to be looking for our first matchup again. Nexus 6 in the server. Solar is hosting us, but I'm not sure where he is otherwise. I'm sure Nexus 6 is going to be getting in here pretty soon. So I'm going to cut in game and see what we got going on. Ooh, yeah, all right. No, Hugo, you're not playing yet. All right, there's Solar. Perfect. Hey, we got both of our players. This is awesome. Why did Solar? There we go. Oh, Solar disconnected. Yeah, Nexus 6 is in here. Is he reconnecting? There he is. Cool. And again, yeah, this is Judas July, which means it's all about Judas 23. It never stops in this event, and we've already seen so many ways to play the map, and I don't think we're running out of that anytime soon. All right. I wake up now. I'm going to let them know I'm all set here. Alright. Yep. So both of these guys are going to be relatively high ping. 112, 88. Alright, we have GLs and HS, which means we're about to go live here. Nexus 6 versus Solar coming up. My favorite model of the Nexus. Well, let's see if we've got any solar power. Oh my god. So, like, right off the bat, like a rocket directly to the face for that first frag. BFG coming out here from Nexus. And he's mad, but he's not getting any damage in. Like, Solar's down to 35. Nexus is immediately taking hits off of the spawn, but finally it's going to be the BFG to get him on the board. Solar spawning rockets, going ham. Nexus still at 45 health. And that last rocket made a connection. Okay, holy shit. Good work. Really good damage coming out of Solar on that respawn. Just barely missing the timing on that SSG, but having a perfect shot, catching him on the respawn, catching him on the weapon switch. So Solar still holding on to a decent lead. Just getting really patient for some of these SSG shots and having pitch-perfect spawn shots. How did this guy get down a lower bracket? He is just on it today. So Nexus 6 avoiding some of this BFG, but not for forever. Getting a rocket spawn. Direct hit's going to be worthwhile. Nexus 6 still at 10 HP, though. So, yeah, Solar is wiser for going for some more hit scanny fare here. Just like a couple pellets will do the job. Nexus 6, in the meantime, looking to do as much damage as he can before he's taken on down. Ooh, and he's making the work. Bringing Solar down to 5 HP. It's like pellet to pellet now. And this is a bad reload time for Solar, but Nexus 6 went out the other way. Oh, nice lift usage. And he gets the spawn frag as well. 2 frags with 5 HP, finally having his reign of terror worn down. Solar is just going to be hurting himself with rockets. Don't do that, man. And he just can't see through the red. Hey, if they can't see through the red, you can't either. Friends at home. Nice. But still an 8 frag lead here for Solar. Once again, this is first to 50. Not really concerned about the time limit here. Which means if you want to slow down and get cranial, you certainly can. Unless your opponent just wants to keep rushing. A little bit of damage there against Solar. Having the health disadvantage is trying to get a frag off before he's pulled down. Misses that last SSG shot, unfortunately, so a bit of a delay on this respawn. Not sure what that delay was actually for. Maybe just a sigh of frustration. As this lead is starting to dwindle away, I'm going to go follow Nexus 6 as he is on a roll here. An absolute tirade. 20 HP, though. It might not last forever. Yeah, it's fights like these where either one player is going to rush and get all the damage, or both players are just going to kind of peek and it's going to be some attrition fighting. The risk, of course, of rushing is maybe you don't pull the trigger first or you pull it too soon. Oh, beautiful shot coming out of Nexus 6. And another avoiding that rocket. Not sure if Solar knew exactly what was going on there. Nexus only down by 3 frags at this point. Heard the drop. It could be faked. Yep, it's going to be Solar rushing up top. And oh, Nexus 6. That last little bit of BFG didn't do the job either. But clean shotgun work. Here comes BFG, and there's no avoidance coming from Nexus. He spawns right back into it. Up top, has nowhere to go. He's going to delay his spawn just a little while to try to avoid it, but it's a switch back over to the SSG. It's one of those, like, 50-50s in Doom 2, especially on Judas. You know, you hear the BFG stop firing. Are they either, like, delaying? Have they run out of ammo? Or are they switching over to SSG to be ready on your respawn? That's when it comes down to, like, playing your opponent a lot and knowing, like, which they're likely going to go for. I want to believe in Nexus 6 here. A 5 frag gap is certainly doable, especially this early in the match. But he's holding on to full health at the moment. Once again, in Doom 2, you don't get health back once you've been damaged. There are some maps that have like some health items and armor, but even in that case, it doesn't respawn with classic rules. So this is much more about, you know, risk-reward. If I can get some damage done while I'm at 5 HP, cool. But it makes the spawn frags that much more important as they end up being clean. And Nexus 6 turning that one right back around. Not getting any damage before the teleporter. Rockets coming out, and there's a switch over to SSG. Perfectly done by Solar. Ooh, an actual switch over to BFG. Not just catching him on the spawn, but going hunting with it. So Nexus gets his own, but he's sticking with the SSG. Nice play into the corner, and here's his switch. Yeah, he's trying to go for the silent BFG trick, where if you hump the wall while you're firing, you can mask the sound of it charging up, which could be a nasty surprise. At this point, you know, I've done so much like Xandronum, Odomex, and Z-Damon, I don't even know if we're playing with that rule enabled or not. Like, how classic are we going here? Nice. Trying to turn it around with 30 HP, it's doable, but he might end up paying some hit points for it. Yeah. Good little swipe there from Solar. Still up by 7 frags. I'm going to switch back over to him. As he's gotten out of this rut that Nexus was putting him in. He's just baiting as if he's going to switch weapons, but he's sticking with the SSG. He's wanting Nexus to get in close. But he lost track of him. I was like, yeah, dude, he's behind you. Hey, didn't you hear it? Or rather, there was nothing to here, so it was a bit of a 50-50 from him without actually checking. But that's only cost him 1 frag so far. There's no string of spawn frags because of that mistake. Okay, so silent BFG is totally doable. Thank you, Flambeau. And big shout out to Flambeau. Doing a lot of work with Z-Damon and, of course, with the event, making sure servers are up and available. Oh! Oh, no! No! That was such an opportunity. He still got it done eventually, but they, like, both missed each other completely. Solar had the advantage and whiffed the shot. Guess he got too startled. Nasty hit. I appreciate that he delayed using the plasma, but Nexus 6 had to hear the spawn and the pickup, so he knew he didn't have any other weapons. And here comes some plasma, but he's going to switch back over to SSG. Oof. So Solar's still up by 5, but it's incredibly close. Like, 1 string of spawn frags could turn everything around. So every frag matters. Is that going to be an opening for Nexus? It's going to be something like it, but Solar gets back through the TP. Defending wildly with the BFG, wasting all of his ammo on like 1 frag, but he was certainly feeling the pressure. Needs a new weapon. Rockets coming out. He's going to get some more ammo for the BFG here. And he's on the hunt. Catches Nexus once. And Nexus is on that slow respawn. But he catches a lot of damage as he comes back up. 10 HP for him. 10 to 10 here. The next pellet will determine the frag. Ooh, but Solar switching back over to chain gun. Oh, it was a risky switch, but he got the frag off. Now any damage here is just free. If he can get it. Hey, BFG's back. He's got his headphones. Nice. Nice. And another on the respawn. Nexus delaying it just a little bit. There is a point where, like, delaying spawns when you just took an SSG frag could be risky, because that actually does give them time to switch to BFG or rockets if they're going for it. Nice. Yeah, the BFG's... Oh, whiffed the shot on the respawn. The BFG is coming out just often enough to be really dangerous. Nice from Nexus. And Nexus, to his own credit, like, he's trying to get as sneaky as possible with the SSG and set up some of these shots. But, you know, you get that chance once when you're on that roll, right? You cut a good corner on your opponent, you go for the SSG shot, you whiff it, you're done. And then... Oof. And because you're playing that information game, it's just as easy for you to lose track of where your opponent is. It's been the dangerous thing. Like, Nexus wants to play the big brain game, but it's not going his way. This is where, like, spawning into rockets or BFG could help him out more. Just go for some of that spam. Meanwhile, like, Solar's been mixing it up a lot, which makes it that much more dangerous for Nexus to try to play these clever games. His own BFG comes out, and he gets a frag off. It's a slow respawn, and Nexus delays the BFG shot perfectly. He gets the shot off, and there's the frag. Switching back over to SSG for him. Oh, and he loses track completely. Nice. There's one respawn. He's going to need a few more to really catch back up here. Ooh, nice dive over that rocket. There's the switch back over to shotgun. Oh. Is he having trouble with the green skin or something? Like, there's been so many cases where he's just not getting the reaction he needs. Of course, like, latency will be a factor in that. In fact, it looks like his latency is, like, bouncing around a bit. But now he's down by 8. Switching back over to Solar here. Playing the BFG angles. Delaying that shot just a little bit. And getting the switch over to SSG. Half damage off that shot on the spawn. And being really patient here. Yeah, there's like an odd mix of passive aggressiveness going on here as Solar takes that 10 frag lead. Like every time Nexus thinks, okay, it's go time, that's when Solar slows down. And it's been like awkward miscommunications of what gear everybody's in. Nice. And of course that plasma is going to be a problem. But now, I mean, we're within the 40 frag mark here. 9 frags to go for Solar to take the map. And again, this is best of 1. You get 1 moment to shine. Prove that you can outthink your opponent on Judas 23. At the same time, you're never really in a state where you could just, like, go full ham and not care about anything else. Because it's not about the time, it's about the frags. And spawn strings are a thing. Is it going to happen here? Not so much. Solar gets the respawn on the chain gun. It makes good use of it. As Nexus goes down. Yeah, a fight like that, corner to corner, there's going to be some attrition damage there. Is he really trying to, like, finish the damage he started with the BFG, though? There we go. There's the respawn. Gets the whip. Perfect shot. And with that trade with the rocket, totally worth it. He spawns rocket himself. Gets some splash off on Nexus. Finishes with SSG. 4 frags to go, and he is feeling it. Nexus doesn't look like he's in the mood to try to slow this way down either. Whoa. You heard the step, but Nexus went back up it. We heard the and then he was at the top. Whereas Solar was expecting to catch him like right on the stair. Like, little micro movements like this matter, not only in Doom 2, but especially in Judas 23. Where it's a map that's been iterated time after time enough to give you like full information on all of these little, you know, sound cues. 1 frag to go for Solar. And a valiant effort from Nexus, but he's going to end it with nearly a 10 frag gap. Unless he can go on a crazy string right here, right now. But he's at 60. Again, it's his last 60 health. Man, I would be so annoyed playing Solar right now. He is being, like... I don't want to say needlessly slow, but he is being, like, annoyingly... just, like, playing that really, really awkwardly. But it's working out for him, and it's going to be 50-40 at the end of it. As Solar's going to be moving forward in the bracket. Which means he's going to be playing against... against Little Beast. But that's going to come up a little bit later here. As next up, we've got... Is it Ghostface coming up now? Yeah, Ghostface and Hugo. Going to be our next match. So they're actually scheduled to play like 10 minutes from now. But, hey, thanks, Aragorn. Thanks for the sub. But Hugo was around. Yeah, Hugo's in the server with his 163 ping. Which means as soon as we have his opponent, that'll be something. Hey, we got human bones in the server too. Cool. 160 ping for Hugo though out of Chile. Oof. Alright. And I saw Ghostface around here earlier too. He was practicing a little bit. He might still be warming up in the other server. So, I mean, technically they've got like 10 minutes to warm up, so that's fine. So, Solar's going to help him out. Now, Hugo, we haven't actually seen him play on air yet today, or, you know, in our coverage. But he was knocked down to the lower bracket by Little Beast, 50-37 in the upper bracket. He took down Stark, 50-46, and G4 D2, 50-45. So he's actually played like all of his games like legit. Took down Mad Gunner, 50-48 in the lower bracket. So that was a really close match. Mad Gunner himself getting knocked down by by the best killer. Okay. Who's, you know, in our upper bracket final later on. So Hugo's been skating by on the skin of his teeth, but he's been playing every match. He's probably one of the players here who's, like, dealt with fewer, you know, forfeit wins than anybody else. Because, yeah, Solar himself was knocked down in the lower bracket and took down ALC, who didn't have any practice. That was, like, a bit of a slaughter. That was our widest match last week, 50-28. All right, I'm guessing that Ghostface is in the other server. Wow, this server's filling up, though. So yeah, time for Hugo to kind of knock the rest off. So, you know, somebody who went down in the upper bracket fairly early on, but has been winning matches consistently since then. Have to root for him. Meanwhile, Ghostface was knocked down to the lower bracket by Doom77 in a forfeit win. So Ghostface didn't even play that match. He has fortunately taken down Envy and Ty. Happy birthday, Ty, last week. Since then. So he's been trying to make up for, you know, getting knocked out fairly early on. Because if he had beaten Doom777 in that early match, then he would have played up against BFG. Well, if he can beat Ghostface, he'll get his chance again. BFG is waiting for him in the next matchup. What a full server. It was really cool last week, too, where I started the stream, like, really early on. And I hopped in, like, a tiny little FFA server, and pretty soon it was full up. Of course, Hugo was, like, a problem for me there. That guy. I'm actually going to chase Hugo here while he's practicing. So it's good that he's getting this warm-up. Like, he's up by a little bit. We're just making clear that, like... yeah. This is a warm-up match. Don't worry about it. Some odd, like, aggression coming from Solar. And yeah, that's what I was talking about, like... we saw a lot of just, like, kind of awkward plays here. A lot of, I'm not so sure what he's going to do. Even a lot of the Rockets and BFGs played out that way. Which meant by attempting to play the SSG corner game, you know, he was always going to be in trouble. All right, so 5 minutes to their official start time. I'm not sure if this will be over in 5, to be honest. It's been going a little bit slow. Slow and even. Yeah, Flabo might actually need to start removing people. While I'm at it, is there a command for removing the chat beep? Like, chat sound. There we go. Oh. Can't turn it off. Chat volume. There we go. I'm smart. I figured it out. I like how the red screen actually overlays, like, the menu as well. There we go. No more chat volume. We're covered. This is a professional outfit. Alright, we got Ghostface in the server. Hugo's not even winning this warm-up, but he's going to get all the warm-up he can. This might be a good time to mention that not this next weekend, but the week after. Right? Right, yeah. We're going to be having ourselves a merry little QuakeCon at home. Doom 2 on August 7th, Quake World on August 8th, and Quake 2 on Sunday the 9th. Feel free to sign up for any event that you want, no matter where you are in the world. I just dropped the link in chat. So far, we've got $100 for Doom 2, $2,000 for Quake World thanks to a donation from Sudden Death TV, and $200 for Quake 2 thanks to a donation from Suint. So signups are free and open. We'll have you matched up as best we can, no matter where you are in the world. It'll just be a quick cup. But yeah, it's going to be good stuff. It's going to be a sweaty weekend for me. But yeah, like, Quake World is up to, like, 40 signups. We got a solid 16 for Quake 2. Doom 2 needs a few more. We only got 12 at the moment. But I'm sure, you know, everybody will come out of the woodwork. And for those of you who are not signing up for Doom 2 for a certain reason, don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. I promise. It will be handled. There, how's that for, like, Dr. Disrespect levels of vague? Alright. Wow, this really is a full server. Jeez. Glad I turned off the chat beep. Alright. So 6 more frags to Solar, and we'll have this match underway. Hopefully it goes a little bit better for Hugo this time. Not be held hostage. Actually, listen to the other way around. It's fine. We're all fine. Alright. Glad Hugo got this opportunity. Last week we saw a lot of players try to compete without any warm-up, and it didn't go well for them. I'll only feel, like, a little bit vindicated if I see Hugo die here, because he's beaten my ass in FFA so much. But only a little bit. At the same time, I'll feel actually, like, better if he wins and be like, see, that's the problem I'm dealing with. Pings are once again going to be pretty high. Like, Ghostface, yeah, is at 151. Hugo's at 170. So yeah, this really is like 2011. Yeah, something like that. All right, there it is. End of warm-up. End of line. Time to start the real deal. All right, we got Ghostface here. Good luck to Hugo. Hello, friend. Let's play. Aw. Aw. There he is. Ah, he's just reconnecting. tell him we're all set as soon as I see him get back in. There we go. Server's lagging because of 12 spectators. Yeah. Might take a couple to leave, you know. That was a lot of connections. Who needs Switch? And of course, the admin's like, nope. It's fake news. Not happening that way. Pre-game paranoia. It's the best thing. It's why does everything suck when there's so many people? It's nerves. Stage fright, yep. Ghostface is pissing himself. Hey, pro tip. Here's a gamer tip. This tip applies to Doom 2, Quake 2, Quake World, Quake Champions, anything you play, really. Take a leak before you get into a duel. Just do it. You can thank me if you want, but really you'll be thanking your body, and your body will be thanking you. You're gonna give your own body a little body handshake of gratitude. All right, here we go. We are officially kicking it off. Ghostface versus Hugo, and Hugo's gonna be picking up that first frag from a BFG spawn. A little bit of a delayed spawn from Ghostface. Still ends up taking 80 damage off of it. Hugo can't find him to finish off just yet. Oh, 15 damage on that one. He's like, come on, just like one pellet. One pellet, there it is. Doesn't quite turn that into a spawn frag. Now he's got to worry about this BFG, but he ends up dodging it. So good work there, but it's going to be Ghostface getting his first frag on the board. Let's see if that turns it around completely. Not quite. Hugo down to 5. This is about to be tied if Ghostface can get that last pellet in. There it is. Waited for him to come up the stairs, but that's going to be a lot of damage that Hugo takes himself. But 2 rocket frags. Is it going to be a third? Ghostface running into the corner to avoid the shot, which is pretty smart. If you're spamming rockets, you want to be shooting towards the inside of the map. If you put yourself in the corner, you're going to be like safe from, you know, somebody wanting to splash damage themselves. And by splash damage yourself, I don't mean make 4 pretty awesome games and then abandon them all. That would be high-resing yourself. All right. Ghostface down by 2. Hugo's practice is working out so far. Make that a third solid one there for Hugo. 40 HP. On the chase with SSG. Plasma ammo. But he's lost track of Ghostface. Here's the BFG play. Yeah, Ghostface doesn't want to come through that TP right now. BFG out. And Hugo doesn't commit to the teleporting. He heard the pain sound, though, from the BFG hit. So that got him the info he needed. Only up by 3. Avoids that spawn frag. Ghostface was going up the stairs instead. But it didn't help him out that time. BFG, but no chance to fire it. So only a 1 frag lead. And this plasma, yeah, this plasma's not going to do anything. This is the most useless plasma ever. Yeah. It's not what you want. So Hugo's going to be losing his lead there. But very quickly getting it back. If only just. Faster frag so far here, though. Looks for the respawn. Doesn't quite get any pellets off. Nice. Good reaction, but no frag. And that was a shitty reaction and no frag. We're going downhill here, folks. But he manages to pull it off anyway. There's the finisher with chain gun. Walking right into another one. No rocket splash whatsoever. Another rocket spawn, and Ghostface is just on a roll. Is this going to be another killing streak for him? Yes, it is. Finally pulled down by that chain gun. Jeez. But Ghostface is certainly showing that when he's got the opportunity, he can just go on a tirade. Absolute rampage. Back down to some more normaler SSG fights. But Hugo, he keeps like going for like chain gun and plasma. There's like no reason to. Thanks for the for the sub there, Boov. I was about to say thanks for the Boov there, sub. But Boov's not a sub. Not at all. Still really close. Like he's just walking into a lot of these rockets now. That's going to tie it back up. Hugo taking the frags back. About to get his own killing streak off. But nope. Chance taken away from him at the last moment. Okay. So in Doom 2, on a lot of maps, there's a weapon on the spawn itself, which means that as you spawn, you're going to be caught in like a second of weapon switch time. Unless you know it's a good idea to like switch to another weapon after that, you know, maybe don't. But that's going to be Ghostface on his own little rampage. Making me wish I had like Zvox installed on this server. But it's now 6 frags in the lead. Hitting 30 already. Geez, only 4 minutes in. Yeah, these guys aren't like spending any time on subterfuge or anything clever. And speaking of like unclever, like sticking with the chain gun immediately. Like if you know you've done the damage and your opponent's low, sure, chain gun cha-cha all day. But to like come out swinging with just the chain gun itself, it's a recipe for disaster. 8 frags in the lead, and he is making spawn frags left and right. Yeah, Hugo like commits to that chain gun even after making the frag. He doesn't like go back around a corner and get a switch over to SSG. Like on the BFG hallway side, there's a pretty easy SSG to pick up after a chain gun fight like that. Several, in fact. But that one gives you a lot of cover. Alright, I like the BFG coming out here, but Ghostface is still up by 7. He's going to wait out the ammo from Hugo, burn it all off, and look for the finisher. 10 HP. He's got to know, like, the boomstick can do the job. It's like, come on. Come on. But we're almost already at the 40 frag mark. Yeah, it's going to be a much faster one than the last, but Hugo's whittling this lead down. Holy crap, is he about to hit a... Nope. Nope, he's dead. Was thinking he was going to hit a killing streak. Well, he's still doing really good work with the SSG here. Curving those shots with a flick of his mouse. But Ghostface taking the frags back. 8 to go, and he'll finish the map. Nice. And 5 frags in a row for Ghostface, yeah. Is this going to be another, like, 10 frag lead at the end of this? Just a lot faster? Chain on chain. Hugo goes down, and yeah, there's a switch over to SSG. That's what you got to do. Oh my god, he hit that? What? Nice. But yeah, after, like, finishing somebody with a chain gun, it's time to switch. You're not going to pull somebody down from 100 with that. Not in Judas. But there it is. 50 to 40. 10 frags in the lead exactly. A very fast map indeed. Oh, what's he talking about? Dude, seriously. It's stuttering. Aww. Aww. He's... So, here's a... I won't call it a rule, but a little bit of, like, match etiquette. Like, if you just won, like, don't shit talk. Say GG, leave, have yourself a bagel, you know, reward yourself. But, you know, you bitch if you lose, definitely. You're like, I lost because I won. I mean, you weren't a big deal, but the server was still lagging. Yeah. Flambo saying you were lagging an hour ago on an empty server. Lol. All right. Going to be looking for our next matchup here in just a little bit. It's going to be our lower bracket match between Little Beast and Solar. Solar One, right? Right? Maybe. I mean, he's still here, right? No, Nexus is here. Okay. So yeah, it's going to be him and... all right, Solar's here too. I don't know what's going on. Little Beast. Yeah, Solar and Little Beast in a few minutes. So while they're getting ready, I'm going to go ahead and wet my whistle. I will BRB, and so will you.
Then do what's possible. And and suddenly you were doing the impossible.
right, just as a quick little update, we're just under 10 minutes from expecting to see Solar versus Little Beast in the lower bracket. I guess it'll be the semifinal, right? The quarterfinal. There's 2 quarterfinals because lower brackets are weird. Yeah, so we're still looking for Little Beast. Technically, he doesn't need to be here for another 10 minutes, but it also means he's not warming up right now unless he's in his land cave doing land things and practicing in secret. But he's not on any server that I can see practicing, so there's that. So best of luck to him if he's not, like, warming up. He's just going to come in hot. All right, good luck to him if he shows up. We'll alert him pretty soon here. He's got 8 minutes before we enter the grace period, which is the most ominous-sounding grace period we can possibly muster. All right, BRB. We also had some questions in the chat about the best classic Doom multiplayer maps. Yeah, these are pretty good answers. Dwango 5, Map 1, Doom 2, Map 1, aka Entryway, Dwango 5, Map 7, King, Judas 23, which is, of course, featured here today, SSL 2. All of those maps and a couple more are in the WOD that we're using for the QuakeCon at Home event. It'll be Doom 2 on the 7th of August. Pretty much it's the same WOD that we used at QuakeCons before, only I decensored it. Oh, I'm such a bad boy. I'm using the original graphic from 1994. Yeah, I'm a badass. What can I say? But yeah, I think the WOD is actually linked in the description of the bracket, so go ahead and check that out, download it, and especially if you're asking questions like, hey, what map should I be practicing if I want to get into good old-fashioned Doom 2 Duel? Well, they're all there. It's one-stop shop. Good to go. And we're almost good to go here with Little Beast and Solar, provided Solar shows up. Sorry, Solar has shown up. He's even won a match today, provided Little Beast shows up. I'm tired. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Since it's 3 minutes to the top of the hour, we're looking for Little Beast. If he shows up like right at the top of the hour, cool, no harm, no foul. But I do feel bad for him because he's also giving himself no time to warm up, to get ready. You gotta. I mean, this is Doom 2. You can't. This isn't a wait behind a crate and wait for something to happen kind of game. It's constantly happening to you. So I haven't heard of anybody like getting any communication from Little Beast. So I guess we're officially asking, where is Little Beast? Can watch some butts while we look for him. Solar's here. Solar's being a good boy. And indeed, he's also warming up. No worries there. And of course, we're capping off today with our upper bracket final. It's going to be good stuff. These are all elimination matches, and you don't want to get eliminated by not showing up. You always want to show up. That's like priority number one. All right. So the hunt begins. Denzo's hoping warm up. Yeah, I checked the other servers too. I don't see him. Maybe he's doing squats, pull-ups, push-downs, something like that. Either way, I hope that when he hops on the server, inevitably, in like a minute, right? Because he's totally going to do that. Hopefully when he hops on the server, he'll be like, good to go. Or he's just not threatened by Solar whatsoever, and he thinks he could just roll out of bed, throw some Mountain Dew on his face, do a couple lunges, and then be good to go. Maybe that's the whole philosophy here. Oh, Little Beast connected. There he is! Maybe that's exactly what's going on, so, yeah, we got him. Oh, where's the fuck? Oh, no. There we go. Missed that pin. That's too good. All right. Well, we got Little Beast, everybody. Welcome back to TSTV. And they're going to play now. I think they're exactly on time, and so are we. BFG needs time. BFG, you have time. You have plenty of time. You're good. Alright, is he hopping in? We got Little Beast. No, wait. Wait for what? What are we waiting for? Alright, Solar's saying ready when you are. Little Beast says he's ready. Okay. Do we believe him, though? That's the question. He just showed up on the server. I haven't seen him playing today. Maybe he's just good to go. Alright. Here's our vote to start. We have GLs, we have HFs, and we're about to have some RLs and BFGs. Here we go. All right, good to be following Little Beast get a spawn on Plasma, actually. Which is, like, cool for ammo, less cool for, like, having the immediate aggression as the match starts. Rockets coming out. Solar being a little bit shady about his own maneuvers. Little Beast not even, like, pulling the trigger on that one. He's wanting to be super patient, but it cost him 50 health. Yeah, he's down there, bud. He's down there. All right. Wants to play the corner. Tries to drop it and go for the aggressive push. Gets a respawn on the BFG. And Solar definitely avoids the tracers. That was like a really narrow miss, too. Because he hit it like right on the pillar. He had a good adjustment. So Solar is up by 1, but he is kind of literally dancing around Little Beast right now. Little Beast had no idea where he was. Is he going to chat? No, okay. And he's waiting for the respawn, and he gets it! What is happening? What is this? Little Beast. Little effort. And yeah, that's a free one from Solar. Little Beast spawns rockets. Ooh. Solar tries to spawn rocket himself. He actually traded that frag so they both die. And Solar's just going to, like, wait out the BFG on the teleporter. Drops down. He only has a boomstick, but it gets the job done. Another BFG spawn from Little Beast. So Solar's going to want SSG here, but he's just avoiding all the ammo. It's a switch from BFG to chain gun, question mark? Okay. That's dubious. Doombious? Yeah. And Solar's getting his own switch to BFG. There's the drop from Little Beast. Solar's going to hear it. Gets the tracers off, and there's the frag. Now 6 in the lead. Oh, perfect shot. He started looking away before it even happened. What a guy. What a hero. Oof. There's the lost opportunity for free damage, but he gets the whip off right. 8 frags up. Finally, Little Beast getting a second under his belt. A little bit of damage off that splash. Need more games where, like, the hump the wall sound is the same thing as the drop down a couple of stairs sound. Because it makes things so ambiguous. You can create that sound whenever you want. You can't do that in Quake. There's a few maps where you can, like, kind of fake it by, like, forcing a step. Or by going quiet, on the other hand. But here in Doom 2, you can do it whenever you want. It's pretty awesome. Solar, up by 5. Beast at 10 HP. And Solar's down here mid-map with a plasma gun, and he is just waiting for the frag. Perfect shot off that spawn as well. Little Beast, again, just has no idea where he's at. He's slow spawning it. Slow spawning as if he's scared of a BFG, but it's not happening. Yeah, couldn't trick him there, but solid shot from Little Beast. Solar just trying to finish off with Boomstick. It was a decent hit, but he's not going to get the second one. I'm going to switch to Little Beast here for a little bit. And see if he can claw his way back to a lead. 6 frags down. This one is starting to be paced a little bit more like our first match today. And that first shot isn't going to do him much good at all. Solar still has 85 health, so Little Beast trying to make this work with chain gun. I don't trust it. He doesn't either. Gonna get a switch over to SSG. And a little bit of whittling goes on, but only 10 HP down for Solar at the end of that fight. If over the course of the match he starts to trust that his reflexes on the SSG are always going to be better, he could be more aggressive on it. But so far, it's a solid mix between SSG and BFG work. Little sprinkle of rockets thrown in, just a dash, a smidge. But yeah, Solar working these angles well, and he's been the one setting up for more spawn frags. Really, that's what you really start looking for between okay players and really great players. Is after a frag, like, are they immediately looking for that respawn? Whoa. All right, 7 frags up. Make that 8. Solar gets a clean one there. Chain gun spawn from Little Beast, but he's not trusting it. 40 HP might have made it workable. He was across the map, too, but there's a good switch over to SSG. Solar doesn't want to rocket himself. Sage advice. Looking for, yeah, the switch over to BFG. He gets a plasma spawn, which, you know, you have 2 ways to go off of that spawn, especially if your opponent, like, hears you. And you can come barreling down the stairs with plasma already, like, spilling out, but the downside of that is they're going to hear you immediately. So a lot of players will just kind of like wait until they're like on the bottom step before firing, but even that carries its own risk. But Little Beast, 5 frags in a row. He's going to be closing the gap, but with 5 HP. Well, Solar's only at 10, so this is really like a 1 pellet frag right now, but the pellets are going to go Solar's way. Little Beast switching back over to BFG. Some kind of more angry spam. He has to, like, switch twice to get back to it after the plasma pickup. And Solar's is not good. All right, he's finally found down by the pillar. No respawn. And Solar's going for his own plasma. No, he came back down the stairs. Okay. Oh, I like that drop. Little Beast doesn't like it so much. Solar, perfect shot off the respawn as well. Finally hitting that 20 frag mark. And keeping the high ground. But, yeah, Little Beast was actually waiting for it. That's like the first time he's gotten really patient. And gone for the shot. It didn't, like, reward him with a frag hit just yet, but hopefully he's got time to kind of, like, calm his nerves and play this a little bit more coolly. Oh, but when it comes to, like, getting behind him, like, Little Beast isn't checking his 6 very often. It's going to be a messy string of frags, mostly for Little Beast. Yeah, you heard the oof. Solar goes for the drop-down shot. Doesn't get anything from it. Ooh, ends up paying for sticking around up there. Tries to play Little Beast's card against him. Only gets 30 damage off. Oof. Barely whiffed that one. 10 HP. Oh, and he missed the shot he needed. Little Beast has an advantage now, and there it is. But 5 HP. How much more damage can he get out of this? I'm not so certain. Oof. All right, yeah, there's the finisher from Chain Gun. That's a little bit better. So BFG coming out for the first time in like a minute. Little Beast still down by 2, but switching over to his own BFG. I like that. He's like, wait a minute. That wasn't my BFG sound. He had him like almost perfectly in sync, and he is getting a string of frags with this BFG. Gets to switch over to the SSG. He eats a rocket, but is still alive somehow. Took that one directly to the dick. But he's up by a frag. This has turned into a real game. Somehow. Oof. Four HP. I don't know how I just lost the one, but... Alright, finally, that spree shut down by Solar. But at the halfway point, they are neck and neck. Little Beast eats a lot of red for that shot. Solar's still at 100 health. And that's the trouble with just spamming Chain Gun all over the place. Your opponent knows exactly where you're at. And all it takes is like one little corner play to turn that all around here. It's the beautiful thing about SSG. After you reload, you're back into hiding. Oh, nice shot from Solar. Gonna switch back over to him here. And a perfect rocket off the spawn as well. 15 health for Solar. Oh no, he's trying to play down the lift like all sneaky-like, giving Little Beast enough time to come up and make his own sneak play. He's like, oh, this is a freebie. You're literally facing a wall. Thank you. Oh, perfect. Really good shots there out of Solar. Oh my god, that rocket, what? All right, BFG, angry BFG coming out from Little Beast. But Solar's taking the lead once again. Tries to get really clever with that rocket. Finishes it up in maybe a less than spectacular fashion, but still gets the job done. Oof. It's about to hit that 30 frag mark. Little Beast still has a slight HP advantage, which means these little peaks of pellets across the map could go his way. It goes better than that, even. No respawn opportunity, though, and indeed, Solar's going to turn it back around. Doesn't want to chase up the stairs against that BFG, though. Too risky. Oh, tries to avoid the last one! Missteps it! He was a little bit too late to get around the corner, and Little Beast takes the frag back, so Solar just cannot scrape ahead this time. No plasma pickup, or he already had it. Yeah, Solar was a little bit confused, too. It was like, I should have heard the pickup. I guess Little Beast has been alive long enough to avoid that. There we go. That's a Solar. Rough respawn. Not a great option for him, but he gets the frag off anyway. Tries to get number 2. Is he going to chase these rockets? He's trying to be clever with the angles, and he actually drops Little Beast down on top of him. But Little Beast is still alive. Alive and not looking for mid-map. Here's the BFG, and again, the corner play just doesn't go Solar's way. Ooh, boomstick spawn, and you jump off the pad with BFG flying out. Risky. Low health for both of them. Solar's got chain gun, but it's not enough. Yeah, rockets are almost too much in this case. SSG is just right to get the job done. There it is. Little Beast down to 25, but a great shot from him. What? That connected? What? That hit? Like, Solar's getting hit by some weird stuff here. Like, he's taking a chill pill. Little Beast actually did the smart thing by switching off of BFG. And he's got a little bit of a left, and he makes good use of it! My god, he is just out-thinking Solar at this point. He started the day not looking like he was thinking at all. Now he's doing just fine. Take that delayed spawn, use it to switch to SSG. It's always, like, nerve-wracking because you don't know when they're going to respawn. But that played out perfectly for him. Almost as if it were planned. It's always a little bit of chaos involved in Doom 2 Duel. Just a little. Oof. Little Beast just trying to stay calm and composed. Waits out the rest of that BFG ammo. Solar's still at 80 here, so I'm not sure if this range is ideal for Little Beast. He wants to cross, he wants to get close. He's taken Solar down to 20, though. Oh, and that connected! Nicely done. 4 frags in the lead now. About to hit the 40 frag mark. Oof. Those stairs are way too steep to be worthwhile. Those are like scary stairs always, so it's going to be a messy fight down here mid-map. And that last BFG, like, Solar just keeps walking into it. Running into it, walking into it. Either way, Solar's in trouble. Because at the beginning of a oh my god. At the beginning of a match, like a 5 frag difference, sure, no big deal. When your opponent is only 8 frags away from winning the map, it's a very big deal indeed. You just don't have the time or the frags to have that kind of lead on you. Alright, Little Beast, 5 HP. I don't know how he didn't get hit by any of those pellets there, but... Oh, he tries to get clever. It was a 50-50. Alright, Solar has to take these frags back. Down by 5. But the boomsticks are going to be a problem. It has a slightly faster reload time than the SSG. So, like, the constant pressure is a little bit more of a factor. And Little Beast read him like a pamphlet, threw him in the trash. And he's ready to take him out to 50. That's going to be mutual frag. But right now, mutual frags are good for Little Beast. Less so for Solar. Angry Rockets. Gonna switch back to Little Beast here. 6 frags to go for him. Looked the wrong way on that one. And what you're looking for there is like historic precedent. Like the last time, like the last 8 times my opponent did this, like how did it turn out? There's been like a little less of that here. The only like real trend has been Solar just eating BFG like it's Dunkaroos. All right, Little Beast pulling it back out and actually not moving with the BFG. Neither of them are moving with the BFG. You come out. No, you come out. All right. Perfect shot coming from Little Beast with the respawn frag. And firing BFG back into the middle of the map. Yeah, he saw the damage tracers, and now Solar has to not die 3 times. That is the order of the game, but he's already failed it. Down to 2. It's a switch over to Plasma. Okay, he's got the SSG back out. And, oh my god, Little Beast is just waiting for him. 5 frags in a row. And this last frag could do it. There's the shot. There's the frag. And there's Solar. After taking down... who did he play earlier? I totally forgot who he played. But after surviving to get this far in the lower bracket, he's lost out. And now he, I would say going home, but now he's staying home. Little Beast is going to be going into the lower bracket semifinal. Oof. Which was a bit of a longer game there, too. But really, really good stuff. Again, Solar just all of those BFG frags. Like, that was a huge, huge ratio of BFG frags to anything else. And some pretty good whip shots from the SSG. Less so than you think you would get if you were like, all right, we're going to play like the big brain Judas 23. It's going to be all SSG all the time. No spam, just quick thinking, prediction, fooling my opponent, and all that cool stuff. But sometimes you just want to hold down mouse 1. Which is not to belittle the spam in Judas 23. There's a lot going on there. Like Nation said, you got to have that computer patience. All right. Next up, we are going to be having our lower bracket round 5 match of BFG and Hugo? Ghostface. Ghostface? Who won? I can't remember anything today. My memory is actually like concerning today. Somebody in chat, let me know. It was literally like 20 minutes ago. I can't remember anything. But Ghostface is still in here. Hugo's still in here. But they're going to be playing at the 30-minute mark. So as soon as I like sort out who beat who, we'll be good to go. But after that, of course, we're going to have our final match, the upper bracket final between the Best Killer. Not the Beast Killer. Little Beast and the Best Killer. You can see where I would get confused, especially today. And Player 4. It's going to be good stuff. Player 4 has just been like dominating the bracket. The Best Killer took out BFG, ALC 136, and Mad Gunner to get this far. So let's see if he can keep the chain going. Judas lyrics. All right, so GG's called out there. So I'm going to be looking for our next match here, our last lower bracket game of the day. So everybody stay tuned. Going to take a quick breako. And when we're back, we're going to have our last lower bracket match and then the upper bracket final. Don't go anywhere. And once again, feel free to sign up for any or even all of the QuakeCon at Home 2020 Tasty Cup Series, which will be right here on TSTV. Between the 7th, 8th, and 9th, we're doing Doom 2, Quake World, and Quake 2. We're up to a $2,000 prize pool for Quake World, thanks to a generous donation from Sudden Death TV. We've got $200 from Suint for Quake 2. And then Doom 2 sitting at 100 because apparently Doom 2 players don't need money. They just need street cred. But yeah, we got a ton of signups for Quake World. It's going to be a really busy weekend. We're also going to be running TS500 for Quake 2 before the Tasty Cup on the 9th. So it's going to be a massive FFA up to 500 frags on a huge map. We've had like 80 players in these events before. We don't do them often enough. This will maybe be the first time in a long time we've had them like not exactly a year apart. It'll be good. Or like multiple years apart. So, and I think after that we'll play some more FFA and Quake 2 as well because it's been a minute. So we'll do a lot of that. But yeah, feel free to sign up. Open signups for around the world. So, come event time, I want to see all these Daft Punks out there dueling their hearts out. Do it for the money, do it for the love, but especially do it for the money. Oh, hey, guess what? I think we're actually starting. We've got Ghostface, we've got BFG. Looks like they're jumping the gun here a little bit, but I'm fine with that. Absolutely fine with that. Means more game for you guys. All right. So yeah, BFG has it kind of waiting. He's been sending a lot of messages about needing to get his headphones from home and shut down his pharmacy, things of that nature. But as things kick off, Ghostface is like 5 frags up to 0. And he's still only taken 20 damage, so perfect game from him so far. Is BFG running? Okay, good. I was like, is this auto run off? All right, finally BFG gets on the board, but what an early lead here from Ghostface. Both of these guys have been practicing a fair bit. I would say Ghostface has been practicing more. Saw him at the beginning of the day. That's going to bring BFG down to 55. He was trying to... I'm not sure how that like splash damage didn't do anything to BFG. All right, there we go. Finally. That's what he was looking for. All right, Ghostface still up by 4. Perfect shot with the SSG. Taking no damage. Make that 2 on the respawn. Almost gets the 3rd, but a little bit of pillar play goes a long way off that spawn. It's another element of having played this map for like 20 years, right? You respawn, you have to know immediately where you need to be to stay somewhat safe. Because you will die on the spawn pad. No apologies, no regrets. Well, maybe a few regrets. But not from the respawn logic. Ooh, curving rockets I see. Tasty. But Ghostface has 13 frags in like 2 minutes. I mean, this is a decent start for him. More than decent. Indecent, even. Ooh. All right, trying to finish off with Boomstick, which, 25 HP is certainly doable, but Ghostface closes the distance. Taking the frag back. It's going to be just traded frags at this point, but, a 6 frag lead is a 6 frag lead. Perfect shot with the rockets. Did he get that? Oh, no, he missed it. Ah. I would have been incredibly overjoyous if he had made whip. Which, again, like, you want to get to the point where you're covering as many spawns as possible where you can, like, do a minor adjustment to them instead of having a spawn where you have to, like, do a complete 180 to catch it. But that's another killing spree, another 5 frags in a row for Ghostface. He's about to hit, like, the halfway point, like, 3 minutes in. Kind of brutal. But, some matches are fast, some less so. But this 10 frag lead is no joke. Make that 11. Holy crap. Half health. And here we see, like, Plasma. Yeah, you can see what the problem is. Like, you spawn Plasma, you can use it to defend the staircase, you can use it to get more ammo for the BFG, but in general, it's not going to be helping you too much on Judas 23. There's just too much verticality. And with projectiles that have to connect, like rockets and Plasma, if you're down in the pit and firing to the edge, like, there's a good chance it's going to hit the lip and not even make it over. So you have that to contend with, too. So here, like, BFG is using it to defend more up here before he can get a more appropriate weapon. And the switch is good. BFG is down to 20 HP. There's the finisher from Chain Gun. So Ghostface is still maintaining a lead here. But BFG is pulling him down from time to time. I just can't believe how quickly these first frags have happened. It's like 3 weapon switches for Ghostface and a perfect shot off the respawn. Almost gets it off the rocket pillar too, and he gets another opportunity to do so. Rocket splash coming up from BFG, but he's already down to 10 HP. Oh! That was like a rare case where if you weren't forced to switch right off the spawn, like, the pistol shot would have done it. But holy crap, like, even off the BFG, like, he's still getting the frag. He even got one with Plasma. What is going on? BFG, there's no time limit here. You're allowed to, like, slow down just a little. Judas 23 is, like, intense, but you can still play it a little bit slower. Because this thing that you're doing right now is not working. Oh my god, Ghostface is, like, absolutely dominating here. Alright, BFG, 85 health. He's got a slight advantage. But Ghostface coming down from the stairs, yeah. BFG's gonna get that hit. Perfect rocket. with the respawn, and he followed him through the window too! So BFG takes the rockets and immediately dives out into the middle because he sees Ghostface and he's scared of him, which is, you know, yes. But also, having a rocket launcher in the middle of the map is far less useful than being on the edge and shooting inward. I can't believe he's at 42 already. 24 frags in the lead. This is something else. And they're both very high ping. Ugh. Wow. I mean, this is just brutal. 5 frags to the end of it. Ghostface is going to make the shortest work of anybody in the league here so far, I think. Oh, jeez. It's like his 4th killing spree. So BFG finally ends it. Can BFG go on a 28 frag streak to take the map back? I don't see it happening. 2 frags to go for Ghostface to take it. And he's expecting BFG to be aggressive here. A little bit aggressive. All right, a little bit of damage. All right. Are we about to see the greatest comeback in Doom 2 history? Well, he's at 10 HP. That's a tall order. And there's the drop. There's the lock. And, oh, let's not have the last frag be a rocket. That would just be embarrassing. Let's have it be an SSG, just like Mom used to cook. There it is. There's Ghostface. Getting this game done 2 minutes before it was supposed to begin. Oh, man. That is brutal. Good job, Ghostface. He's going to be... how did he get knocked down to the lower bracket? Where did that come from? He was taken down early on? By who? Okay, he had a forfeit loss against Doom 77. Right, he didn't show up. So yeah, since then he's had to beat NV 50-11, Ty 50-47. We saw that last week, and Hugo today. So yeah, BFG is out. Ghostface is playing on through, which means we're going on through to our upper bracket final between player 4 and the best killer. I'm going to be looking for that game here in a little bit. Technically, they're not supposed to start for another half hour, so I'll see if they're like still around and maybe getting into it early or wanting to get some practice in. So either way, we're going to have one more upper bracket game here of Doom 2 today, and less of Ghostface like slumming it up in the lower bracket. Just yeah, it's going to be good shit. But we'll be right back. All right, ladies and germs. We have player 4 in a server right now, kind of warming up. Haven't seen the best killer just yet, but keeping an eye out for him. Glad to see that player 4 at least is warming up. I'm all alone in the Judas server, though. So, like, I feel so lonely. But, yeah. Looks like player 4 is practicing with some other teammates. Again, the best killer. Haven't seen him pop up just yet. Yeah, so I'm going to keep hanging out here, and you'll keep hanging out with me. And we'll have our upper bracket final here in just a few minutes. Probably. Definitely. All right, I'm going to start looking for them here in earnest. Ooh, yeah, so player 4, let me just, like, hop in his server here and see what he's doing. Let's see, where was he? In an EDL server, all right. All right, so yeah, he's doing some kind of, some practice. Oh, no, he's just hanging out. Oh, he's gone. All right, fine. Fine. Man, I love me some new 2D though. People who were asking before about like what the best like classic Doom 2 maps are, like Mu 2D. Like I will do a Mu 2D March. Mu 2D March. Or are those the only two M's? I think so. All right, let me see if I can find our proper guys here. All right, yeah, the best killer just hopped in the Judas server. Perfect. Which means I'm going to as well. And we'll have player 4 hop in here pretty soon. All right. Alright, so he's pinging like 170. Lol. Player 4 is like not that much better. But player 4 should be warmed up anyway. The best killer, I haven't seen him practicing. But then again, we just saw Ghostface just act as if it didn't matter at all. Kinda ridiculous what happened there. Fantastic match, just absolutely brutal. I think Ghostface might be able to get through the lower bracket entirely at the rate he's going. It's going to be dangerous. Alright. So player 4, I'm guessing, is probably getting his coffee refilled. Taking the pre-game defecation. It's important, you know. It's part of the regimen. Got to do it. And we're having the hangers-on start to crowd in. Yeah, here comes Hugo, Ral 666, BFG, and little old me. Is there about to be a game? All right, so we're like 1 minute from being in alert mode for player 4. Oh, is that him? There he is. Cool. Just on time. These guys are professionals. That's why they're still in the upper bracket. Absolute consummate professionals. Perfect. All right. There you go. All right, best killer's going to reconnect. And we should have this more or less on time. The most on-timiest of matches of the day. Amazing. All right, we have GLs, we have HFs, which means we have ourselves an upper bracket final. The loser of this is going to have to wait a little bit for the winner of Ghostface and I believe Little Beast. But here we go. All right, going to be following player 4 here as we get started. Getting that first frag off, so yeah, good choice there. Thank you, Jahar. Thank you for choosing the right player to watch. Yeah, you're welcome, anytime. But player 4 is going to get knocked down a couple pegs. Best killer, 70 HP. Looking to get this frag for free. He's trying to sneak in close with the SSG. Doesn't quite go his way. And he almost takes the spawn frag as well. Pace is on from player 4. Look at this aggression. It's not going to pay out for him. But a perfect whip from the rocket is going to net him that frag. Nice. That's a real patience there. Holy crap. It's like totally waiting for it. Staying down in the pit. Yeah, that's going to keep you safe from a lot of the rockets. And that is going to be a killing spree for player 4. He thought the best killer was going to go across to the stairs. Nope, went teleporter instead. But now player 4 is punishing with the BFG. He's like, as long as you're going to try to like go into hiding and think you're going to take this streak away from me. Here comes the BFG. And the streak continues. Last BFG shot. Yeah, keeping one in the pocket as a little bit of a surprise. And yeah, they could do the silent BFG, humping a wall so that the charge-up sound is masked. Oof. So player 4, 8 frags in the lead in the early minute. Oh, great rocket. It's not going to turn into a spawn frag, though. That's a lot of damage, player 4. 8, however. So best killer. Gonna be doing his very best. Pulled on down once again. Spawns. Yeah, mid-map. Chain gun. At this range, it's not terrible, but player 4 is going to be closing that range. Chain gun on chain gun, and the best killer takes it with 5 HP. Is it worth chasing into the teleporter? No, it's not. No. But this is a good value proposition for the best killer. Like, all right, you want to do a BFG fight while I'm at 5 HP? That's fine. But there's player 4 taking a frag back with plasma, switching over to shotgun, and doubling up on it. Doubling down on the best killer, but the best killer is getting some good spawn frags himself. It's a 5 frag gap, but the way the spawn frags are going, this is going to be incredibly tight. Not like, you know, like, tight, but, you know. Alright, so the best killer. That's a nasty hit. Player 4 still at full health. But he didn't see the best killer down there. If he walked up like a little bit further, that could have been lethal. Yeah, just kind of playing the corners. Player 4 can afford to work with a little bit more. Nasty spawn from the best killer, but he's alive. Can't trust the chain gun, though. He might be miscalculating how much health Player 4 has left. Which is leading to a lot of these, like, I just need to, like, tap him once, right? Right? And he only did 10 damage on that, so Player 4 on another killing spree. And I think that just comes down to arithmetic. Player 4 about to be 10 frags in the lead. Yeah, best killer's only at 10 HP anyway. Nice. Goes for the whip on the respawn. Doesn't get any damage off the plasma stairs. But again, the best killer just like depending on this chain gun. But the chain gun gives your opponent so much tracking information if you're like running around with it. Which means you're easy bait for BFG. Nice shot on the plasma stairs. Player 4 has been doing so much with this 20 HP. Silent BFG across the map. Best killer, alright, going back to basics with the SSG. But doesn't exactly have an angle on Player 4. It's a dangerous game Player 4 is playing on that staircase. We're playing like super classic, so you're not looking up and down. If your opponent's like down on that landing, you won't really have a good idea of that. And there was a moment where Player 4 kind of lost track of the best killer. Good hit from Player 4, but there's the return from Killer. Plasma dropping directly down to the TP. Really aggressive play there out of Player 4, but relatively clean. And here comes some BFG. Silent shot. Here comes the rest of the spam. How much of the ammo is he going to keep? None of it. Okay. But it was a good shot anyway, and he had a lot left over from that plasma. So 13 frags in the lead as he hits the halfway point. 25 frags to go for Player 4. Nice. He's playing it calm and collected now. See, there's an actual finish if you're not sure how much health your opponent has left. You know, just go for a clean SSG shot. A little bit of distance goes a long way. Nice dodges there for the best killer, getting back through the TP just in time. Player 4 trying to avoid the rocket launcher, but a really good play out of the best killer. Coming back to the TP exit, anticipating that move through, and switching to SSG already. So the best killer working with some pretty good brain cells there, but they're getting splattered against the wall just because Player 4 so aggressive and so on point with his shots. Oof. Ballsy coming out of plasma with the plasma. He's going to do it again, and it's going to be a traded frag, but at this point, 13 frags to keep up. It's no good. He needs a clean shot, and one that happens mid-map that gives him access to a lot of spawns. This actually ends up playing a lot like Quake World, where like, sure, yeah, you can force a fight, you can force a frag on me, but it's going to happen at a position that doesn't give you any opportunity to turn it into a string. Like, it's going to happen up here in this corner. It's going to happen, like, on the plaza stairs. Like, it's going to happen at an angle where you really have to readjust quickly to get, like, even half the spawns in the map. And for such a tiny map, there are a lot of spawns. Like, comparable to most Quake maps of a much larger size. 15 frags, 16 in the lead for Player 4, and he's about to hit that 40. Perfect rocket, jeez. Nice. So at this point, I mean, he can't be feeling too pressured. Because even if these turn into, like, straight trades, he still wins. But these haven't been trades, have they? Like, Player 4's SSG has just been so much on point. Weird jump there. I was like, okay. He didn't feel sure about that shot. He didn't take it like he was setting up for, like, a half-second of delay before the SSG, but he hears the spawn, gets a perfect shot off. And one thing to note about Killer is that off a lot of these spawns, he's been doing kind of the expected thing. Player 4 has had a lot of freebies. Nasty. Killer down to 10 HP already. Player's going to know exactly what's up. Yeah, good little whip on the SSG. Following him down to the SSG there. Oh, my God. And even off that spawn, he took like half his health off. 2 frags to go. It's not going to have it happen on that life, but, oof. I was wondering if the rocket was going to do it. Yeah, he's so don't care anymore that he's even, like, running around with plasma. But Player 4 is about to take the upper bracket final. Chain gun coming out, but it's not going to be enough. What a game. 50-30, a 20 frag difference. Quite huge in terms of this bracket. GG's indeed. Man. So we've had like 2 really close games. We've had 2 not at all close games, and one that was, you know, somewhere in there. Bit of a grind, but we've seen every pace of play here in our 5 games today. If you missed a few of them earlier on, go check them out. I know we had some gaps between matches, but you know what? Kudos to everybody for being here. Not like Ty. Happy birthday, by the way, but not like Ty. All right, guys, I think that's going to be it from me today. Really GG's, and I'm going to go play some stuff myself. I smell some pasta in the kitchen. I hope everybody has a nice Sunday dinner as well. So with that said, I will catch everybody this week. I won't say where, I won't say how, I won't say why, but I'll be seeing you, even if you don't see me. Yeah, it's not illegal in this state yet. Have a good night, everybody.